By now, you know I love decorative stitches on the Bernina 790 sewing machine. But there's a feature on here called Pattern Begin I use a lot. Now you're looking at one of our exclusive blocks from the Bernina Stitching Cosmos online course, where we take you into corners of the machine that you didn't even know exist. And you watch me use some of these functions that we're talking about in these free YouTube videos and see them come to life of where and why they are on your machine. And this particular function is actually one of the functions, it's right at your fingertips. But trust me, if you don't take the time to learn it, it's just going to sit there kind of going unused. So here we're just showing you some decorative stitches. Those are some of the extra wide stitches, some couching. We've even done some paper piecing. I love adding a little extra bonus. There are so many fun things that you can do with this machine and see stitches in a whole new light. So I hope you'll take a look at our free classes, our free videos that you can watch from the Bernina Stitching Cosmos online course, so you can see the potential available and how much more you're going to learn. So we're talking about the Pattern Begin feature and also the Pattern End option. These two buttons right here are at our fingertips, but trust me, I watch people not realizing that they're there and how to use, where and how to use them. So let's just start here. I've picked a decorative stitch number 101, just a nice little stitch. And maybe you're stitching out some of your stitches for your stitch book and you find that they're really kind of fun. Now, since I just put this foot on, this is the foot 1D, that thread was on top. I'm going to just trim that out right now, get it out of the way. So I'm going to be stitching along here. And if I just stop, I'm somewhere in the middle, and that's what that white dot is. So let's just say I'm where the end is. It really doesn't matter where the end is, but we can see that I did not finish that stitch at all. And where is it going to start if I start a new row of this up here or on another area of the project? Well, it's going to start right where I left off. So Pattern Begin, when I touch this button here, that's the triangle with the line at the top, it's going to put that white dot back to the beginning. All right, so that's how easy it is to get back to the beginning of a stitch, kind of start it all over. But there's also a time where you want this stitch to finish. You want it to go all the way through the pattern and stop at the end, so you don't have half a stitch kind of hanging out there. So I'm going to just push this now. The little kind of stop sign does come up on screen, just so until it stops, it knows where the end is. And I've actually got it set right now to do a locking stitch and a quick cut, so I can just pull it right out. So not only does it stop, is it locks it, cuts it, and then lifts the presser foot. Trust me, when I do decorative stitches, I want all those features there. So it just saves me those touching of those buttons, the cutter and such, and it's nice and secure. So pattern, let's talk about where you can set up that feature, because sometimes you don't want that. So in the settings, which is the little picture of the gears off to the side, we can go into the straight and zigzag first area. Go to buttons that you're putting your fingers on. That's how I remember that's the symbol I'm looking for. And we're looking for our Pattern End feature. So you can actually go in and turn on different features. The locking can be actually done in a couple different ways, like a little cluster or even a couple stitches going forward. You could turn off the cut. You could just have it lifted up. So you can choose which one is on. If they are dark, they are activated, and if they're light gray, they are not on. So I'm going to do and leave that for me, because that's the way I like to finish off my stitches. But I hope you'll give it a try as you're stitching out your stitch book or stitching out your next kind of group of decorative stitches. You can use these buttons at your fingertips.